Oh boy, this isn't how he usually starts the videos. Well, at this point, do I really have a set form to starting the videos? And honestly, not really. But I do want to start this video by saying thank you. So, thank you. As I'm recording this, I've got almost a handful of subscribers for some reason, and while I know that might not seem like much, it definitely means a lot to me. I've been playing Magic since I was about 12 years old, and while I did sell most of my paper collection a few years back, with the exception of one or two sliver decks that we're not going to get into that because slivers aren't an arena. But I never really stopped enjoying the game, and I would continue to listen to podcasts and check on the subreddits when I could. And when Arena was first announced, I immediately signed up for the closed beta, and I was lucky enough to get in. And since then, I've been enjoying Arena as a relatively inexpensive way to play Magic, and that's basically what it boils down to. You can play Magic, and it's plenty of people play it for free, and that's fantastic. So why did I start recording videos of me playing Arena? Because I have a lot of fun playing, and in part because it helps me improve my gameplay, because I can rewatch and see all the mistakes I made, and the fact that other people watch some amount of what I make means a lot to me. Although I'm not entirely sure what compels you to watch an hour-long single game between Esper Stacks and Jeskai Fires, but that video has more views than some of my other videos. So I'm not entirely sure if that video is just really good or if the other videos are really bad. But but thanks, and to all of you, and who knows, maybe someday I'll crack the double digits in subscribers, and I'll need both hands. Let me see if I got them on camera. Yeah, both hands to count my subscribers. So thanks to all of you. All right, now that I've got that quick thank you message out of the way, let's get to some gameplay here. I'm not really entirely sure what deck I should play today. It's November the 17th today. Not check my clock over there. It's November the 17th, which means that the ban and restricted list announcement is going to be tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, I can't foresee what that's going to be like, but I'm thinking maybe Oko, but who knows? Honestly, who knows? That being said, I'm not sure what deck I should play. So I've picked a different list of Temur Reclamation from the one that I've played previously. I've been having a lot of fun with this list, specifically because of Escape to the Wilds. Escape to the Wilds with this list is a lot of is a very, very powerful card. What it usually ends up happening is you cast Escape to the Wilds, you hit a couple more lands and some cards that you can play, but unlike most decks that can't really take advantage of all 5 cards, this deck usually is quite good at doing that, because my mana will untap. If I have a Wilderness Reclamation, that's usually the ideal place to play Escape to the Wilds. My mana will untap. There'll be a couple of instants in there I can cast, be it stuff like Growth Spirals, be it stuff like the Brazen Borrowers with their Petty Theft, whatever. There's usually something I can cast on my opponent's turn, and there's usually something I can cast again on my own turn. So it ends up being a really good draw 5 most of the time, and it really adds some good gameplay to this deck. Lets us do some powerful things. Like, this deck's already doing powerful things, but it really piles on to silly stuff that this deck can do. It does cut the Niv Mizzets from the main deck. Last list I played had Niv Mizzets in the main, but this one has the Niv Mizzets in the sideboard. I don't like that as much, mostly because especially for videos I play best of one. So Niv Mizzet is probably better in the main, but I still like this list quite a lot. And right now I don't really know what else I should try. This list also does have the four mystical disputes that the previous list didn't have, which is good against Oko decks right now, as well as Aether Gust is good too. But mostly the mystical disputes. The mystical disputes is just a one mana counter for Oko. Most of the time, turn 2 Okos usually get mystical disputed. But that being said, like, I don't really know how the meta is going to shake up, what's going to happen, what's going to get banned, what isn't going to get banned. And as it sits, I'm kind of out of ideas of what I should play today. So I'm just going to give this one a spin and see how it goes in best of one ranked. That being said, I'm always open for deck suggestions, ideas, be it meta competitive decks that you'd like to see me play, or be it just some janky list that will be more fun than effective, and you just want to see me lose with or try to win with. I can always try to win, but doesn't mean I'll succeed. So if you've got some lists that you'd like to see me try, feel free to message me on Twitter, I guess, at Marcio Peralta 85, or in the comments of the YouTube video, or I don't know. There's still no friends list on Arena for you guys to add me, and I don't even think they're going to implement. I'm not sure if they're going to implement messaging on that or not. I haven't. I looked in. I saw that it was coming, but I didn't read too much into the details. So for now, I guess if you've got some fun deck lists for me to play, some for me to try, for me to record with, DM me or you message me on Twitter or in the comments on YouTube. The comments below, as they usually say, I guess. Not that I'm a big YouTube star to start pointing down to the comments below, but that sort of stuff is probably the best way to reach out, and I'm always happy to take deck suggestions. So today I guess we're going to do some escaping into the wilds and see how it goes. I have been having fun with this deck. It might not have the best win rate. It kind of depends on the draws. Well, I guess most decks depend on the draws, but with the London Mulligan, it seems that decks that aren't looking to just curve out with a specific game plan, right, 1, 2, 3, and are more looking for a critical mass of cards to build up to and to struggle a bit more with the London Mulligan. But for instance, this hand looks fairly decent. Turn 1 opt. If I can get to the turn 4 Wilderness Reclamation, and in the meantime find something like Expansion Explosion or Escape to the Wilds to do with the... Oh, even better, I already have the mana. Dwarven Mine. I don't think I want to shock in anything. I'm just going to lead with Islands. Leave up Opt. If I have to shock in this Steam Vents next turn to stomp something, I will. I'm going to have to shock in the Steam Vents to stomp something. It's just the one. I'm guessing my opponents might have... Oh, I guess not. No light up the stage. You know what? Sure, I'll take another opt here. That's fine. That's fine. I will shock in this Steam Vents. And I will stomp on my opponent's turn, I think. See if he's got anything else. Alright, he's going straight to attacks. And I am going straight to Stomp. Hopefully that'll take him off, light up the stage. He might have a Rimrock Dwarf, whatever that card was, because it seems like he could have pumped, I guess, would have been his response. I am going to shock in this breeding pool so that I can stomp and opt if I have to. Mostly just to try and keep my opponent off something like light up the stage. Try. I'm guessing he might have kept a one-lander, it seems like. Does he have a shock? Oh, wow. Alright, shock's fine. Okay. I didn't realize these decks were back to playing shock. Oh. Lands. Land number 2. They did have a slow start, leading with a mountain, with the Dwarven Mine instead of mountain. Does put them at a slight disadvantage. Yeah, sure. You can shock me, I guess. Probably have a light up the stage now. Yeah, nothing I can do about that now. So what I am gonna, yeah, I'm gonna let it resolve. See what he hits. Scorch Spitter and Chandra. I'm gonna save that Bonecrusher Giant then. Do I want this mountain? Not really. Okay. But I will opt again. Chemister's Insight. Sure. I am going to be doing some more damage to myself, unfortunately, in order to play this Wilderness Reclamation. But it is important that... Oops, that's not the one. It is important that I get it down. Alright, so I gotta hope they don't hit... No, there they do have it. Okay. So they're probably gonna play the Chandra. Yep. What can I do here? I guess I could stomp one of the elementals, but there's really no point to that. I'm not really going to stomp the Chandra either. I think what I have to do is cast Chemister's Insight here at the end of turn. That's a lot of lands. That's a lot of lands. Okay. Ideally, I would like to hit a Flame Sweep here off this Escape to the Wilds. Oh, wow. Not a single one, eh? Okay. Temple of Mastery. Or Mystery, sorry, in this case. In that case, what I am gonna do, 1, 2, 3, I got 6 mana. I'm gonna leave this on top. Cavalcade. Oh boy. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this stomp and kill that Chandra.
Well, I'm burnt out.
All right. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna put down a Bonecrusher Giant. Suppose I can put down a second Bonecrusher Giant and say go. Now I can Aether Gust whatever they play and still have Chemister's Insight up. Got a lot of lands in hand. Chandra Spitfire. Sorry, but that's gonna go. Hopefully I can draw an expansion explosion off this Chemister's Insight, and that will probably be lethal with the two giants here. No, wow, just a bunch of lands. Okay. Mystical Dispute for that. Alright, well, expansion explosion on top means I can... Wait, did they put the Spitfire on top? Guess not. Okay, that's weird. 4 mana. Yes. What else do you have? I take 2 here. Okay. Light up the stage. I'm gonna counter that. All right. That means I think that's game. I don't know what 1 mana spell they have left. They've already played a land. Yeah, that. All right. So now I'm going to attack. Set a hold. Temple of Mystery. Another expansion explosion. Great. I'm going to move to my end step. And they got 1 mana. And I don't think there's a 1 mana counter spell in red. So let's tap here. And then resolve. And then explosion for 5 to my opponents. Submit 1. Submit. Auto pay. That'll be it. Pledge of Unity. Huh. It's an interesting card. Doesn't really see play. Constructed, it doesn't seem. I've never seen it. Alright. That was a good first game. We got a bit lucky there, I guess. I say that mostly because my opponent did get off to a pretty slow start with that Dwarven Mine as opposed to just an untapped land. Because I probably would not have won that if that had been a mountain and he had gone turn 1 Fervent Champion instead of turn 1 do nothing. Sorry, a bit of a stuffy nose. It's cold here in Canada. We gotten a bunch of snow and now I'm just freezing, I guess, on screen. Oh, here we go. We have 3 lands. We got double stomp, an expansion explosion, Chemister's Insight on the draw. I suppose I can lead with Breeding Pool into Mountain and hope I can hit a 3rd land before I have to play that Fabled Passage. Oh boy. Do not like. So I'm actually going to lead with Fabled Passage here so I can go get either one or the other for that growth spiral. I'm not going to be able to stop this Oko. Unfortunately. But I would like to be able to growth spiral next turn, so. Oh! That is definitely not what I expected to see here. Savvy Hunter. I'm going to grab the island. Another Fabled Passage. I'm going to play this untapped so that I can Growth Spiral. I considered the mountain in order to be able to stomp that goose, but right now I think I'd rather Growth Spiral instead. I will put the mountain into play off the Growth Spiral though. Will I regret this? Oh, okay. So what's this about then? Why did they shock in? I'm gonna put in the steam vents. Tapped. Why did they shock in that blood crypt? What could they have? What could they have? Huh. Maybe in order to... What instant speed play could they have? I'm gonna play the Fabled Passage. I will get mountain here. And I will say pass. I want to stomp. Alright. I will stomp now. I suppose I could also stomp that I could have stomped that Savvy Hunter with expansion as well. Midnight Reaper. Yep, I will stomp that as well. Right now, actually. I like what they got going on here, this Jund deck. I'm not sure what else it plays, but seems pretty good. Savvy Hunter's a card I had a lot of fun with at the, I guess, pre-release events online. Wasn't really a pre-release so much as it was. I'm gonna put down a blocker. The event they had on Arena before Eldraine actually came out. I think I will. Oh, Mayhem Devil. Yeah, no, I'm gonna counter that. Or as best as Aether Gust does counter. And I will block this Savvy Hunter if it swings. They can sacrifice the food and draw a bunch of cards, but it's a good card. I like Savvy Hunter. I played it in a Golgari deck during the set events of before the Eldraine release, Throne of Eldraine release. I don't really think they expected me to block here, but I'd much rather block than lose out on that. Okay, so I'm going to put down... I'm missing a Wilderness Reclamation. I can Petty Theft, whatever comes next. Thinking Mayhem Devil here. Hopefully I can draw a Wilderness Reclamation soon. Okay. Yeah, I will block. You want to kill my Bonecrusher Giant? Go ahead. Sure. I guess no Mayhem Devil. Do I want to bounce that? No, I don't. I don't. Alright, I'm going to leave up this growth spiral and this petty theft. Sure. I'm going to take the 1 here. Alright. Another Cauldron Familiar. Yeah. Midnight Reaper. I am not gonna... No, I'm just gonna Expansion Explosion this growth spiral. Okay. Alright. Aether Gust, not what I want. Not what I want there either. Okay. All that happened in the wrong order here. So, Fabled Passage, I can do expansion equals 2. Oh, I got a couple of plays. Keep myself alive here. But I think I'm just going to bounce the Reaper and cast Chemister's Insight. Brazen Borrower can't block anyway, even if I wanted to. Double black. Oh, find finality. Find. Alright, what are they finding? A Cauldron Familiar and a... Oh no. Is that a Gilded Goose and a Cauldron Familiar? Sure, I guess. I'm gonna crack this now. And I'm gonna cast this Chemister's Insight in response. Still no Wilderness Reclamation. Okay, but that might be very late here. What can I do? What do I have as far as my options go? Wilderness. I got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 4. I can't kill it all. Ah, shoot. Wrong. Alright, and churn. Alright, here we go. This is it. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what we can do here. I can... Expansion Explosion for 1. Kill one of these. Aether Gust this for no reason. Mostly just to Okay, well, he does accept drawing it. Sure, that's fine. I'm at 5. Yep, that's expected. What happened to that Mayhem Devil? Did he draw it again? I'm gonna take this off. How much can I do? I got 14. That's not enough. Not enough. Da, da, da. Yeah, not a flame. Alright, let's see if I can hit a flame sweep off of this. That's still gonna kill me, so... Yeah, no, that's game. This is the best I've got, and it's still gonna end up killing me with that College Familiar. Yep. Alright. Let's do this one more time. Zabu. Scary demon. Alright, this isn't a bad hand. What I really needed last game was Wilderness Reclamation a little bit earlier. This hand might help me get to said Wilderness Reclamation. Mystical Dispute. Yeah, sure, we'll keep that on top. Might regret it, but here we go. I can Petty Theft whatever, or Aether Gust whatever they've got coming. I will most certainly Aether Gust that. I don't need them playing with my cards. I can barely play with my cards. Okay, so... any point in hiding that red? No, not really. Okay, Mystical Dispute that. And churn. Robber of the Rich. I have more cards in hand than he does right now. Okay. I guess he realized he wasn't going to get a card off the Robber of the Ridge, so he just... either that or he didn't like the fact that there was some indication that I had a play to make in my hand. In reality, until that Robber of the Ridge hit, I didn't have a play, so I'd have to tap that. I'd have to sacrifice that Fabled Passage first. I mean, I could just play the Fairy. That's true too. Yeah. Not really sure why the opponent conceded there, but I'll take it, and I'll play another game and keep trying to grind out of this gold ranked. Okay. This is a risky hand, but it does have opt and to potentially stomp. Flame Sweep is good against most decks right now, so I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna take a risk. Didn't I just play against you? Not entirely sure. Cauldron Familiar. Why? Okay. Might have been in casual play while I was just goofing around with the mill deck. Alright, 1 damage. Here we go. Alright, opt. Not what I want to see. I want to see lands. Wilderness Reclamation. Okay. This is bad. Comes another damage. I am going to get a mountain here. At the very least, I'm going to Bone Crush this. I'm going to stomp something. No land still. That's rough. That is rough. Would have been nice to draw a land and Flame Sweep all that, but guess Stomp will have to do. Now that cat's going to be nearly impossible to deal with. Gutter Bones. Another Witch's Oven. Okay. Well, that's a little late. What can I do here? Flame Sweep on their turn just to save myself some damage, I guess. Sure. Okay, well, you're gonna sack him again? Okay, are you gonna bring him back again? Because if you do, I'm just gonna Flame Sweep and you're not gonna have any food or creatures. I don't think that's what you meant to do. Yep. Sure. Are you going to sacrifice the Midnight Reaper to get back the cat? Alright. That's cool. I can definitely appreciate that. Okay, it would have been nice to draw a land. What is going on with these lands? I could play this Bonecrusher Giant as a blocker. And hope I draw a land next turn, I guess. Yeah, it's probably my best bet right now. Just gonna Cauldron Familiar me out. Alright. You're obviously not going to attack with it. Night Reaper. Nice. I need to draw. What do I need to draw here? Oh. Ouch. Yeah, claim the firstborn. That's brutal here. Huh. That is probably too late. What can I do here? Realistically, I don't think I can do anything here. I can... petty theft and copy it, bouncing all of my opponents' things, I guess. Alright. Well, in that case, that's what I'm gonna do. Cauldron Familiar. Oh, Mayhem Devil. Okay, yeah, that's game. I got nothing for that. Sacrifices the food to bring back the Cauldron Familiar, and I take a bunch of damage. It's a good deck. Slow and grindy, but good. Needs Leyline of the Void. I guess might be the best answer I can think of. Stop that stupid cat coming back. Actually, I'm gonna call it. That's it's already a 40-minute video, so we're gonna call it at that. Yeah, I gotta buy my kitty deck. I just remembered. It features a fabulous amount of main deck, Leyline of the Void, and Ashiok, sorry, with a Kaya for the Ashiok Kaya combo. And it sucks. It's a really bad deck, but it's fun to sometimes just exile a bunch of kitty cats, just to keep them from pinging me to death. Anyway, back to the deck that I did just play. Temur Reclamation. Yeah, main deck, best of one, I'd probably put back the Niv Mizzets. There are some lists that do run Niv Mizzet main instead of sideboard, but I don't remember where I got this list. But this one is the one I've been playing around with. You know, part in rank, part in casual, even though my opponents don't really seem to enjoy when I show up with this in the casual play queue. But I like it especially because of Escape to the Wilds. It's a really powerful, usually draw 5 that it works really well in this deck, and I like the addition of it in the deck. Is it better than Niv Mizzet? Would I maybe cut back the the escape to the wilds for the Niv Mizzets? No, but I'd really like to both have the Niv Mizzets and the escapes in the deck. Not sure what I could cut for that, but maybe if Oko does get banned and there's less need for the main deck Aether Gusts, I could potentially put back the Niv Mizzets. Maybe cut all 3 Aether Gusts from the main deck, put in the 4th Opt and the 2 Niv Mizzets, and keep the Escape to the Wilds. Seems like it would probably be a really good version of the deck, especially for best of 1. Best of 3, it's probably good as it is, and this this list is probably more intentioned for best of 3 than it is for best of 1. But I find best of 1 more fun for video content. Gives me, I'd say, more variety of games, but realistically, the way things have been playing out lately, it's not really that much more variety. Anyway, had a lot of fun with that, and I hope you all had a lot of fun with that too. And thanks for watching.